Ridge Farm channel. We're fixing the dump truck that hasn't had a valid registration since 2022. The taillights are totally messed up. We got cows, we got chickens, we got all kinds of fun, guys. Let's have some fun on the farm.
I ain't afraid of work, I ain't afraid of play, I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my own damn way. I ain't afraid of life, times like this. If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss. That's right.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. This is a fun day, a gorgeous day out here on the farm. Look around. It just doesn't get any prettier than this. I have already been up since before sunrise. We've had a tractor trailer come in and drop some materials off here. I've got to work on this truck today. So as you can see, the tail lights have seen better days here on this truck. Really seen better days. I crammed that into a mud pile and I've got a lot of work to do. So we've got new lights inside this truck, and I've got to move the cows across the road. The motor grader came and motor graded the road today, so it looked awesome. I had a tractor trailer in here and some line trucks, so it's been crazy. This is a cool truck. Let's go ahead and fire it up, make sure our battery's not dead. Oh, it's a little weak. We're gonna let this puppy run for a little while I go move the cows to the other side of the farm. We're gonna have some fun. This is a full-on farming good time video, and that's not my phone number, so don't call it. I'm gonna leave that truck running for just a little bit, guys. We're gonna grab my cooler, which is on the front of the four-wheeler, and pop a little ice in the cooler for Moos and Brews later on. So I think we're gonna start doing a Wednesday night live stream called Moos and Brews. Instead of cows and coffee, we'll call it Moos and Brews. We'll all sit with the cows and enjoy our evening and get a little work done and chit chat for Moos and Brews. This is a Landworks cooler, not a sponsor, but I can't pull the trigger on an expensive Yeti. I just don't feel like I need to do that. Contact. Woo, that's bright. Let's get in here and see how the baby chickies are doing. Pretty birds. This is called Run Chicken. It is an automated door, but I have it blocked off with a nail right here. That's how I block it off to keep the baby chicks from getting out. Probably another week and we'll be releasing them. Hey birdie birds. Got plenty of food. Good to go. There's a lot of birds in here, but it won't be like this for long. Need a little bit of water in there. Just so happens I have some water ready to rock. Go. Hey birdies. Hey birds. These are the American Breeze chickens. They have done absolutely fantastic. I'm very, very happy with them. Come check out the camera. They call them chickens because they're chicken. America. Motor graders did a great job this morning. Check it out. Great job. Woo cows. Woo cows. Hey babies. Good morning. So we got 50 head of cattle here, and all 50 cows are mooing because they know it's time to move. Isn't that right, kids? It's time to move, isn't it? Morning, big bud. Hey, big bud. Woo-hoo! I hear you. It's gonna be 85 degrees today. The cows need some access to shade. We're gonna be moving them from this gate right through here. In case you missed the video, we'll get a little bit of footage building this road. I had to build a cattle crossing right in here. But first thing we gotta do is make sure all of our wire is up, all our fencing is up on the other side. So let's open the gate and get on through there. We've got wonderful grass this season here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. I can't say how happy I am with the NutriGraze product and the Super Soil product I've been using on the grass. This is awesome. The cows were in here less than 2 weeks ago, and we've already almost fully recovered. I've got to make sure that my fencing is up, and it's not up in some places. I can see it down right there. So honestly, we only need that portion, a little gate right here, and this portion to be up. So let's reach over here and grab our gate handle and a post. Make sure nothing is touching a post. If it is, it'll spark. And get that guy off that post. Gotta get our salt block tossed over into here. Yeah, put it right on that daisy. Okay, one more up there and we should be good to go. Lots of folks asking about this. I did just plant walnut trees all through the pastures. This is one of the walnut trees that's doing well, and here's how I kept the cows out. Cows are trained to that hot wire. They won't touch it in most cases. And I also put a fence charger on 1 or 2 of them, so when they touch it, they know that's a dangerous thing to touch and they don't want to get into it. We got one more post I see out of place. Right there. Nicked this with the tractor the other day. Let's get that guy up here. Twisted all around everything. There we go. Okay, fence goes to there, to the water tank, across the middle, blocks a gate, and we're ready for our cows. I gotta run another fence. Moving the cows across the road is no easy feat. Got a strain right geared reel from Farm Fence Solutions right here. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna release right here. This will not be electrified. Hooking onto our fence right there. Then we're gonna use the 4-wheeler. Maybe. When you have cows, this sound is like a baby crying. In the middle of the night, you'll hear that sound and you'll go down and check on your animals. I don't know, it's some sort of inert thing that you just have to do. So what we're gonna do is run them across from there, down through here, and right up through that little road bed. Okay, kids, we're almost ready. You guys ready? From moving experience, want to block the road. Cool. Hey, babies. Fresh grass coming right up. Come on, babies. They are going to be quite excited to get over here to this new grass. Go, babies, go. Go, babies, go. Come on. There's Donnie the bull. Everybody's looking good. Come on. Babies and mamas. Is everybody in? Bring up the rear, Tammy. So we blocked the public roadway for about 45 seconds there. Pretty cool, huh? Now, my job as Farmer Josh is to ride through and double check this pasture, make sure we didn't leave any babies behind. As soon as everybody's through the gate, I can take the wire down. Let's talk about science. What did I do? I messed around down here for a little bit and let the cows bunch up at the gate. That was the goal, to bunch them up at the gate so as to not cause a major problem when it comes to getting them across the road. And I'm gonna do a head count over here, and I'm gonna do a head count over here. Hopefully nothing is still in this pasture. This is gonna be a much better working height. Let me get this thing up in the air. I haven't raised anything as big as a 3/4 ton truck up with this lift yet. This is a tuxedo lift from Northern Tool, so let's give it a try. Shop is fairly new, so nothing's hardwired yet. I will have a drop that comes down to power this one with some receptacles, and a drop to come down and power the 2-post lift also. 4-post, 2-post. Now time for your Stoney Ridge Make Your Shop Smell Good pro tip. I keep a dehumidifier in my shop in order to make the shop smell good, because shops inherently start to stink. They get a little man must in here, I guess. What I use is simply a vanilla car freshener, put it on there, and as it blows up, the whole shop smells like vanilla. It smells great in here. Let me double check the capacity of this lift. This is 8,000 pounds. Let's see what the truck weighs real quick before we do something really stupid. Cab chassis should have the weight. GV says 9,200 right there, but I don't think so. This thing's rated at 8,000. I don't think it weighs 9,000 pounds. That's a whole lot of truck. This bed is super light. I'm gonna say the bed probably only weighs about 800 pounds. It's all aluminum. Let's pop the hood. That's the brake. There we go. We're getting smarter by the day. Smarter by the day, kids. Let's see if we got anything under the hood here. It says our vehicle weight. I don't see anything that says our vehicle weight. Hey Siri, how much does a 2003 GMC Sierra 2500 pickup truck weigh?
I found this on the web.
5,779. Bam, got it. Cool. So much better. I'll just be able to work right here. Yeah. Dirt in the shop. All right, while we've got the door shut and the lights off in the shop, let me show you what these rear lights are doing. It's not a lot. I think the one on this side, the passenger side, is worse than the other one, and it flickers really bad. So let's see what it does the before and then what it does for the after. That's my brake. Brake, left turn signal, right turn signal. So left, right, brake, reverse. That's my backup lights. I don't even know if I have anything. I gotta see this. I don't think I have any. Well, it looks like the backup light works on this side. And they're just rattling around on this side. We got some work to do. Not a lot of good lighting. I also have a light out right here. This thing's busted too. Yeah, there we go. Got that one working. Not for long. Like I said, I've owned this truck since 2021 and everything worked here. Here's what I did with the passenger light, and we're just gonna have to straighten this out. I'm gonna take an adjustable wrench and straighten that all out. This is our bracketry for mounting our lights, and we're basically just gonna have to remove this entire setup. I didn't wanna put this exact setup. The lights that I do have are a little bit smaller. This one is falling apart, and this is how these lights work. You can see they're kind of crunched up and dry rotted right here. It's not a very good design. They're just cheap, rubbery junk, in my humble opinion. So we're gonna take them loose, and then we're gonna take loose the wiring, and then we're just gonna wire one, and then wire the other, and then cross our fingers we got it right. There's a rock stuck in here. Hold on, let me get you a close-up. There's a rock right there. I wedged that rock in place to ground this. Oh, that's funny. I forgot I did that. I've been putting this job off for so long. Since 2021. So here's the design. To change a bulb in this, you gotta tear this apart and get in there. It's all dry rotted and crusty. It's ready for the boneyard. Oh, there's a test button. Try me. This is not designed for this application. It's designed to go into the back of a tractor trailer or a trailer. It is not designed for the application that I have here. However, I feel like I can make it work. Okay, so I need to write this down because I'm not very bright. The brake, red and gray, brown and gray. Snip, 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 point of no return. Okay. Garbage, junk. I'd like for this portion to go through that notch. Now I've got to figure out how I'm going to mount this. That looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? See you in a minute. I'm scratching my head a bit. I've got a gremlin. I have everything working now except for the brake lights. And I can't find the wire that lights up the brake lights. I don't know why. And I've tried both sides here, and I'm thinking I've got a blown fuse or something like this. I'm gonna need your guys' input because we're gonna go over here and take a look. I opened up the fuse panels here. The lighting's gonna be a little bad. And this is missing. And it says L-body 12-way and black on there and has an M. And I think that's a relay. These are evidently the 2 turn signal relays. I believe it's a relay. And it's just not there. I have been pulling out fuses one after another. There's also a fuse block up here under the hood right there. And there was a blown fuse I just replaced right here, but I still don't know. I've got to look through and just keep on plugging away at this. It's supposed to be a 25 amp fuse that runs the brake light system, and I can't seem to find it. And what I think happened is I probably backed into some dirt, shorted something out, and broke it. So first thing we're gonna do here, this truck might be on the lift overnight. I need to go ahead and I need to fix this light. So we're gonna go ahead and straighten this out, take this apart, and I've got my brake light installed here just in case. So maybe, and I have the brake pedal depressed down there, maybe it will come on while we're working here. So let's get in here, straighten this mess out just a little bit, pull this guy out, and see what we have going on. I feel like there's a ground issue. My idea for fixing this bracket, take an adjustable wrench, Put it on there. Oh. And bend it back in place. Just like so. Well, that worked. All right, see you in a minute once I wire up this brake light. So I'm not going crazy. Here's what I did. I took out the plug. This is the plug that runs the wires to that and to this. This plug goes to the driver's side. That plug goes to the passenger side. I checked every pin in here, and I've got the brake pedal depressed here right now. And I should have brake lights, but I don't have brake lights. So I've got a fuse issue. I'm pretty sure I'm not getting signal to the rear of the vehicle. Quite frustrating, guys. Super frustrating. I don't know that the brake lights never really worked in this thing. Maybe the guy I bought it from had a hookup where he got it inspected. And maybe the brake lights have never worked in this thing. I never really even thought about checking them because I just assumed that they did. So we've got more work to do. I've got to get under the hood and start poking through. I've got a big box of fuses. If you guys don't own one of these, you need to get yourself one. Super handy to have. You need it if you work on your car. It's all assortment of fuses, 280 of them. Dirt cheap on Amazon. I bought it probably 6 months ago in anticipation of silly little problems like this. Oh, if this is it, that would be awesome. Let's see if it blows. Oh, didn't blow right away. Let's just run down here and check real quick. Ignition on. It is on. Left turn. Right turn. Ooh, maybe I've got right turn signal. I do. I did not have a right turn signal earlier, and now I have a right turn signal. Let's check the rear. Gah! Oh, it's not plugged in. Let's be smarter than the plug, buddy. No right rear turn signal. Dude, gremlin. Gremlin. No more gremlin. Let's double check the left turn. Gosh, I didn't expect I'd get into all this. Now I got nothing. I got no turn signal. I had turn signals a minute ago. Ah! What's up with this? All right, I'm gonna keep scratching my head. I'll tell you guys what happened. Found the fuse. Fixed the fuse. Brake lights worked. Brake lights don't work anymore. These must be the absolute wrong lights for this job. So I just went on Amazon and ordered these guys right here. They'll be here tomorrow. And we're gonna get back on this tomorrow. I'm still gonna check every single fuse. I'm not sure if I didn't just blow the fuse that I just replaced, but there were 3 fuses so far in this upper fuse box that I've replaced that were blown. I think this truck had some electrical demons in it, and I think we're slowly starting to find those. Let's pull that fuse that I just replaced and see if it blew. It's a 10 ampere. Nope, good to go. So I'm gonna keep checking all the fuses, make sure everything's good to go, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a set of lights that will work. Oh, all right, guys, it's been a couple days. I ordered these off of the Amazons, and this is what I have. A much bigger taillight setup. So let's go in here and see if we can get this thing rocking. The other one only had 5 wires. In other words, I have a positive and a negative for each one of these wires. And for some reason, that just didn't jive with the truck's electronics. I don't know what the heck was going on there, but we're gonna come in here and I'll show you guys. Comparatively, one of them's this big and one of them's gigantic. Let's go inside. This is the original. This is what I was replacing it with. And this is the new. Way, way bigger. Look at the size difference here. Even the size of the new one versus the old one. About the same height, but a little bit different. I'm gonna have to do a little odd modification here in order to mount this up in the appropriate spot. I think I'll probably just have to drill 2 holes, maybe 3, to make sure that this fits exactly perfect. So first things first, let's wire them up and make sure I'm not living in the same world that I was living in before, where everything goes haywire when I wire this thing up. So I got everything all wired up, good to go. My reverse light's gonna be on the bottom. We'll bring this guy through. I've got to do a little bit of fabrication here. I wanna make sure my lights are just about dead even in height. Right there and right there. Okay, and believe it or not, I've got some self-tappers. I'm just gonna pop them in there real quick. I can't believe I let this truck go this long without having fixed these lights. There we go. Now we're cooking. Fab adjustment right there. Whew, let's turn the lights on. Contact. Oh, baby. Brake light. Turn signal. Running lights off. Brakes. Signal. And running lights. Yep. Let's get it off the lift and see if the backup lights work. Coming down, baby. Did they work? I can't tell. I just ran into the camera. All right, tell me if they work, guys. I don't know. Let's just pop it in reverse real quick and see if they light up. Oh, I'm so stupid. I put them upside down again. Well, that's how you rewire tail lights the slowest and not so brightest way, guys. We got the truck ready. Let me show you what I did. Reverse lights in the low position, reverse lights in the high position. Let's just see if it's working. As long as they both work, I'm cool with it. But gosh, what a ding dong. Yes, reverse light work. Yes, reverse light work. I gotta flip that. Guys, this was a 2-hour job turned into a 2-day job, but we got it done. Now we can go get the truck inspected and use it out on the highway. Thank you so much for joining me wrenching in the shop. Hopefully I get better at wrenching at things. We'll see you guys next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm channel. Please hit that like button. Let me know what you think about these kind of videos. Post a comment down there. See you next time. Woo! We got cows to go take care of.
Well, come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
So like I've said, I've owned this truck for God, that's bright. But my body keep on running into everything, brah.
It's hot as Hades up in this daggum shop. I need to get my air conditions.
My mind's telling me no, but my tail lights won't work.